Hi everybody, I'm Pam Alsop. I teach at the Church Stretton Leisure Centre. Just fiddling around with my camera here a little bitty. Okay, I just like to do what I call my parish notices to start with. So just before you start doing any exercise, can you check the area is clear of any debris, animals, children, wires, equipment you could fall over. You've got ample ventilation. You can see your camera, you can see your gadget, whatever it is, your phone, your computer, your iPad. Make certain you can see that properly, and all equipment handy that you're going to use. So this is going to be a band workout. I'm going to be using a circular band, affectionately called a booty band, but I'll show you some other bands. But I just wanted you to make certain first you're safe, you have water, you have some weights if you want to use weights. If you don't have weights, then you could use a water bottle. I happen to have water bottles that are shaped like dumbbells, but you don't have to use any equipment at all. You can do this workout without the band. So please don't feel obligated to go and buy a load of equipment. There's a particular band that I like to recommend, but you can get them on Amazon. So if I just show you type of bands, I'm going to be using this band, which is a material band. Okay, I happen to use that one. All right, and this one comes in a set of 3, various colours for different difficulties. Okay, so just make certain when you buy it, you're not using an extra hard one when you've never done this before. Okay, the other type of band, you may have a long band like this, which you can use and tie, but we need it to stay wide. You could use a pair of old tights, but they do tend to cut in a little bit. So that tied around your thighs. Other types of bands I've got, these are more rubbery bands. That's very good for going around ankles, but for going around thighs, a wider band that doesn't tend to roll up is the best, okay? So when you do eventually come back to the gym, the ideal situation is that maybe you have one of these yourself, because these material ones we can't disinfect. Okay, so I think it's a brilliant purchase personally, but that's completely up to you. So remember, everything we're doing, you don't have to use any equipment. You can use everything I'm doing without one bean of equipment. So I'm just going to pop that down while we get ourselves warm. And what I want you to do, I always say to people, when you're in your own home, you feel very safe, but accidents happen in the home. So I need you to just calm your brain, calm your mind, and close the door, literally and metaphorically, on everything that's going on, so you don't get disturbed. Give your exercise your all, and have a little chat with yourself. What do I want to achieve during this class? And, ask your body sort of permission almost for it to work hard, and then congratulate it afterwards for all that work. And I want you to think about the relationship between your mind and your muscles. Okay, there has to be a coordinated thing between your mind telling that muscle to work. It's not going to work by accident, okay? So your technique is very important. And for example, in your squat, it's the most wrongly done exercise I've ever come across. Whatever angle your squat, wide or narrow, the knees remain over the ankles. They don't start it here, you start it here, and you push your hips back and you press. So I want you to think about 3 points of contact in your squats. That is your heel, your big toe, and your little toe. All right? So get rid of the idea of kettlebells. This is not a kettlebell class, so there won't be any swinging of hips. All right? How hard you work is your personal choice. Okay? That's not for me to decide. If you're having a day where you don't feel like working so hard, then listen to your body. The body will tell you. But don't just say, oh, well, I just don't think I'll bother. All right? Put what you can into it. You get out what you put in. Breathe in harmony with your body. Work with your body, not against your body. Okay? So with all of that in mind, let's start at the top. Your shoulders are down. Your chest is lifted. Your abdominals are pulled in. And I want you to think about doing that zipper up, lifting up internally as well. And that whole crisscrossing of muscles round and round are working together. Knees go in the direction of the toes, but always stay over your ankles. And something I'd like to point out, everybody thinks that this is their core. Your core muscles are everything from your mid-upper arm to your thighs. All of those muscles are your core. They all work together, okay? So the more you think about that, the better you will be in your exercise regimes, okay? So it's not an apple core. Your core is like the Venus de Milo. It's your complete torso, okay? Let go one lot of muscles, you will not be working your core. So you lift up, you draw your shoulders down, you brace through those abdominals, and remember to breathe. So warm up without the bands, and I'll tell you when to go and grab your band, okay? We're going to be moving side to side, a little bit forwards and back, so I'm going to go and put my music on. This is your last chance to check. There's nothing that you could fall over. Alrighty. Again, go through this little mantra every time before you start moving. The shoulders are down, your chest is lifted, your knees are soft. Now, give me a little bit of hip movement. I know you boys don't particularly like it, so let's mobilize everywhere we can think of. And now let's add those shoulders. Let's add the elbows. And press up. Good. Bring it down to elbows and hips. Shoulders and hips. Just the hips. 4 more here. Lovely. Tap those right toes. Left toes. One of each. And both together. Right heel. Left heel. Good. One of each. And both together. Now can we roll through? Toes, heels. Swinging those arms. And again. And you're going to go straight down into a little squat. Hips go back. Point your bottom back knees over the ankles. Do 8 more for me. Checking out my knees, staying over those ankles. Bend and point. 4 more. Now press across. Press up, reach. Step tap. All right, now what I want you to look out for is that your knees are not turning in, nor are your knees turning out. So you bring that knee over the ankle. Good, and again, lift those elbows. Now try not to go out the camera, give me 2 steps. 2 steps. 2 steps. 2 steps. 2 steps and a knee on the end. Try not to sink as you lift that knee. And again. 2 more here. 1 more here. And march. Again, check out your posture. We have a V-step. Wide forwards and narrow back. And again. 1 more time on this leg. Change legs, left leg forwards and back. Doesn't matter which leg really. 1 more. March. I'm going to try and put some of those movements together. And I want you to keep them in your head because I'm going to use them again with the bands. Alright? So we start off with that step squat, it's not a lunge. Now get that bottom down if you can. Point your hips back. Good. Give me 4 more here. 2 more here, and 1 more here. Back to your march. Now when I do these videos, they're only short. If I was doing a class, I'd be warming you up for a lot longer. So a little tip before you start this video, maybe give yourself an extra 5 minutes of warming up before you start. So see if you can remember what we did at the beginning. Now I want you to grab your band. If you're using a long band, I'm going to get you to pop that around your thighs, and then I need you to knot it. Okay? So you need to be able to feel the tension, okay? And not let it ride up if possible. So maybe have a little practice. If you've got your booty circular band, you're going to pop that up to your thighs. Hope you can see that. Okay? Now if you bring your legs right together, you'll feel it wants to move. These actually stay pretty in one place. So you're going to be doing movements that don't bring your legs completely together. So just move around a bit and feel that tension on your band. All right? Now again, if you want to use weights, by all means, you use your weight, but you don't have to. So I'm going to leave it to you. All right? I'm going to pick up my weights. Okay? And I wouldn't suggest you use the heaviest weights that you're used to using. All right? So what we just did was the step tap. So make certain those knees don't tap. Just ordinary step tap, but it's quite a big step. Do me the 2 steps. 2 steps. 2 steps. 2 steps. And again. Sorry, I've gone out of the screen. 2 more here. 1 more here. March. Wide leg. So you still feel that tension. All right. So it's going to be step tap, 2 steps and a knee, and then the V step is going to be 1 backwards and 1 forwards. 1 backwards, 1 forwards. So just practice with me now. Feel that tension, just hold those weights. Have a practice on the other leg. Back, back, forwards, 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 back. Back, back, forwards, 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 back. Do me 2 more here. Back, back, forwards, wide. Narrow in the middle, 1 more. So when I say V step, backwards and forwards, you know where I'm coming from. Okay, keep marching, legs wide-ish, knees over the ankles. If you lose that feeling of tension on the band, get it back again. Step tap. Really stretch that band. Now we have 2 steps and a knee, 2 steps and a knee, 2 steps and a knee, 2 steps and a knee. V backwards, V forwards, V backwards, V forwards, V backwards, V forwards, V backwards, V forwards. March. Lovely. We're going to cut that down now. Step tap, 2 steps into the V. We will be doing the other leg. I'm holding those weights out so my shoulders are working slightly. Are we ready? 4, 3, 2. Step tap. 2 steps and a knee. V backwards. V forwards. March. Miraculously, we're on the other leg. Just the step taps and things. Here we go. To the left. Step tap. Feel that tension on the band. Gonna feel it in here. Good. 2 steps. No knee at the moment. Feel that tension on the band. Now add the knee on the end. Knee, knee. And again, get ready with the V step. We go back first, forwards, back, forwards. Again, back. Now feel that contraction in your glutes as you take the leg back. And forwards. And march. Now we cut it down. Step tap, 2 steps. Here we go. Step tap, 2 steps in a knee. V backwards. V forwards. March. Now you know what you're doing both ways. We'll keep going. So the aim is to get that heart rate up a bit. Good. Keep marching. Don't stop moving. Are we ready? Step tap to the right. Step tap. 2 steps in a knee. V back. V forward. Start again. We're going the other way. Step tap. 2 steps in a knee. V back. V forwards. Do it again. Step tap. 2 steps underneath. V back. V forwards. And again, other way. 2 steps. V. Oh, I did the other way. Step tap. Teach a mistake. Oops. Other way. Step tap. 2 steps in the knee. V back, V forwards. Can we do one more time each way? You should just be feeling your glutes now. Knee, V back, V forwards. Last time, the other way. Step tap, 2 steps. V back, V forwards. And march. Absolutely superb. Arms lifted a little bit more. Now, lift side. So the legs are not coming in together. And what I want you to think about is that your shoulders aren't moving. Shoulders are horizontal to the floor. The hips stay closed. So I'm slightly pigeon-toed. And again, you're going to feel this right here. Yes, and breathe. And again. Lovely. 4 more here. Hold. Take the legs wide. Knees in the direction of the toes. Into a squat. Front lift, should I say, with those arms, elbows slightly bent. You sit back. No movement in the body now. Keep your chest lifted. Keep your head up so if you were in my screen, I'd be able to have eye-to-eye contact with you. Good. 8 more here. Remember you're sitting back. Knees over ankles. Abdominals still pulled in. 4 more here. 2 more here. 1 more here. Stay down. Hold those arms. Little pulses. Feel the tension on your back. Chest lifted and open. Yes. I'm sure you've got it, guys. Now hold. Up and down. Up and down. Now there's no movement in the body. And again. I know it's a booty band workout, but we're not going to forget that upper body. Summer is coming. Yes. Last 4. Last 2. Last 1. Hold. Bring it down, march. Bring it in. Step tap. Again, wide enough that you feel that. Nice and wide, hamstring curl. Opposite heel, towards opposite cheek, pulling those arms back. You can do it. Keep going, check out those shoulders. Check out the shoulders are down. Nearly there. Give me 8 more of these. 4 more of these. Step tap, no arms, just hold them out. Give the shoulders just a little bit to think about. Last 8 of these. Good, 4 more. And march. Again, a drink, please do watch me. I'm taking my weight onto one leg, okay? So if I show you from the side, actually probably better that side. The knee is soft but not forwards. The leg I'm going to use is out in front of me, okay? And I'm going to lift that leg straight up, okay? No movement in my body. By that, I mean none of that, okay? This is what's going to happen with the arms. You bring those elbows high, almost in line with chest. You take the legs straight, hip width apart. Here we go. Press and tap. Press and tap. Again. Press and tap. And again. Press. Straight leg. Get rid of the kink in your knee. Lift from your hip flexors and back. And again. Lift. So we're going to be working all the way around the legs. So this is the quads and the hip flexors and the abs. And again. 2 more. Push. Lift. Back. 1 more. Push. And back. Bring those arms down. Take them out. Take the leg now to the side. Wide. Lift it. Shoulders horizontal to the floor. Arms working a little bit. Don't let the leg come in. Good. Now I want you to tap the toe on the floor. Tap. Movement coming from your hip, not the knee. Okay? And again. Oh, the other hips hurty, hurty. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Hold. If you need to let go, by all means. So we're now going to take that same leg to the back. Again, I need to turn sideways. I want you to avoid this hyperextension. My line is from my shoulder, my hip to my ankle. The heel is off the floor, the front knee is soft. You keep your knees apart. Take that back leg off the floor. Lift, 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 lift. Now the arms go with you. Lift. Lift, lift. It's not very big. I only want you to feel this in your cheek. You shouldn't be feeling it in your low back. 2 more. 1 more. Now keep that leg lifted. Keep those arms going. Yes, shoulders down. 4 more here. 2 more here. If you want to pop the toe down, that's fine. Pop it down now, no weight on it. Same leg. Keep that gap between your knees. Curl the leg. Flex through the foot. Bicep curl. Don't allow the knee to come anywhere near the other knee. So you're working through the glutes. You're working the hamstrings as you curl. Abs in. Good. Again. 8. You can do this. 7. Feel that tension on your band. If you've lost the tension, push that leg back. 2 more. 1 more. Hold that leg. Just turn side again for you. Knee back. Hold. You just turn back again. Bring the heel down. Squat. Knees in the direction of the toes. Choose what squat you want. Wide, narrow, in between. But knees stay over those ankles. We have 8 more. Nearly there. 4 more. 2 more. 1 more time. Hold. Yep, sorry, same leg. Take that leg out. Soften that support knee. This arm's going up, That arm goes to there. Looks a bit like a semaphore. So here we go. Knee, push. Knee, push. No weight going back onto that leg. Okay? So you don't see me going over here. Stay on the support leg. Keep the other arm lifted. Nearly there. 8, 7, 6. You can do this. Use your breathing. Yes. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Opposite arms. Hold. Lengthen. Reach with the upper arm. Reach lower arm down. Superb. Longer. Give me another inch. Bring the arms in and down. March. I hope we're doing okay. And yes, everything we did, we now have to do on that other leg. So take this moment to check out your shoulders in your camera. Okay? Well, your camera's not on. Alright, I'm sure you can see a reflection somewhere. Check out those shoulders. I keep thinking we're on a live Zoom and we're not. Alright, the leg is in front of you. It's not in front of the other leg on the other hand. Check that the band is still tight. Hasn't rolled down too far, hasn't rolled up too far. Feel that tension. Get ready with the chest press. Here we go. Push. Lower. Push. The leg is straight. You're lifting from your hip. You're using your quads, your hip flexors, your abdominals, not from your knee. Yes, you're only tapping the foot. There's no weight going onto that lifting leg. Can you do 2 more here? And 1 more here. Can you stay lifted? And just do me that chest press. Pull the elbows back. The leg does not need to be lifted too high. Straight leg. Lengthen from your hip to your big toe. 2 more, you can do it. 1 more. Oh, yes, bring it down. Take the leg out. I want you to make certain you haven't turned your knee out. Turn it in. Slightly pigeon-toed. Lift those arms up. Wide leg, weight through the support leg. Here we go. Lift, lift. All right. Now because the hip is closed, you are not going to be able to lift high. If you are lifting high, ask yourself, have I turned my hip out? Turn it back in. Shoulders down. Let those weights make those shoulders work just a little bit. And again, nearly there, you can do this. 2 more. 1 more. No weight on it. Tap the toe, straight line from your hip to your big toe. Tappity tap. Good. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Okay, just momentarily take your weight to that leg. Then come back. The leg is now going to go straight behind you. Again, let me turn side on to show you. Here's my line. Neutral line from shoulder, hip to ankle. I'm not up here. Okay, if you want to hurt your back, this is the way to do it. Okay, so you're here. The back leg stays off the floor. Big gap between your knees. All the way through the front leg. Here we go. Now where I said talk to your muscles, I want you to think about your glutes. I call these the middlies, dead center of the buttock, shoulders down, so you ignite that flame in the buttock. You shouldn't be feeling this in your back. You're only feeling it in those glutes. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, hold it off the floor. you work is up to you, and we have one more of these, and hold. Again, if you want to take the weight back for a second, come back. Keep that gap between your knees, bicep curl, curl, release. Tap the leg down, keep the leg off the floor if you can. Balance on that support leg. Whichever is right for you on this particular day, but push back that knee so you feel not only your hamstrings, but your glutes working. We have last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, hold, balance. That leg, bring the leg in, wide squat, wider than the one you did before. See if you can even go wider. I call it a sumo squat, you may call it a plie squat. Feel that band. So we're working all the way around. Now I haven't forgotten that knee lift. 4 more, sadly I haven't. 2 more. 1 more, walk back in. So remember the leg you were just working on. Your weight goes back to the leg that was supporting. Extend that leg out, extend your arm out, and take the other arm in line approximately with your shoulder, draw those shoulders down. Lifting the knee but not crossing the body. Here we go. Lift and down, lift and down. Again, lift, push back,